What's up, guys? It's klaireeberry. It is Saturday morning. I am so happy to be here with you guys. Gonna do a divine feminine reading here. We're gonna use the Crystal Visions card, among others. Again, am just very, very excited to be here with you today. Okay, so this is a twin flame reading. Okay, twin flame is going to be all about you and your energy as the feminine side. Of course, it does not necessarily mean that you have to be the female out of the relationship. It just means that you identify with the feminine energy right now. Or, if you want to cross watch, more power to you. Okay, I'm sure that there's going to be something you'll be able to get. But usually the feminines are going to be watching more for themselves. Okay? So I'm actually going to take an overlying energy card with this deck before we get into some of our other decks. I've been really big on getting some different energies from different cards this weekend. It's that variety that we see coming through with kind of some of our sun and moon right now. Okay, new beginnings. Had this card a lot last night in some readings, so that is very interesting. Okay, we're building on the new beginning. The new beginning has been going on. It's been coming for us. This weekend is Catalyst. It's kind of like, here. Isn't this going to be great? This is going to be great. Okay, we may have to get through some things, but after we get through them, it's going to feel great. We're going to move even further along in our journey here. Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. I know I definitely need to get organized and motivated. Okay? That's what we're here for, to keep us motivated, to keep us accountable, keep us growing together. We can, as a collective, only grow as fast as the rest of us, kind of will collectively allow. It's just the way that it works. And people right now are really waking up, which is amazing. Okay? So for our twin flame feminines, time to give rather than take. Interesting. Okay, but remember that giving doesn't always need to be giving away to someone else. When we look at our Libra sun and what it's doing to us, how it's, and it's kind of slowly fading into this, Scorpio passion. We are feeling passions. We are having things happen where, we feel this pull. We feel this pull with our partner. Okay? But it's not always asking, what can my partner do for me? What can they give to me? What can I take from them? That's somewhat selfish, It's about being who you are, allowing yourself to support yourself enough to where you're really truly living your best life, per se, and over kind of bubbling, having your cup overflow so much that other people, your twin flame, among others, are able to receive. They're able to feel your love coming off of yourself and your warm vibration, your loving heart, your unconditional love. All of these things, they're starting to be able to feel this, and they're going to be able to feel this. This is the change that we're coming in through, is allowing ourselves to love ourselves so much and give from an overflowing cup, rather than continuing to live how we did in the past, which was to try to give, and then wonder why we don't have anything from them. We're not able to take because we're not giving to ourselves. We're simply waiting on others to give to us. That's not what fills us up. Okay, you got to start the cycle. Viewing love and the energy of self-love and all of this in this way is extremely helpful. I've been doing it for a decade now. I used to be a passion parties consultant, used to sell sexual enhancers and whatnot, and that was part of my whole discussion of topic, in dealing with that. My presentation was all about self-love. Showing up for yourself makes you a better person, makes you a better mother, sister, brother, lover, etc. Yes, loving this, digging this. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. This is where we get what we want. Your pure heart, and sometimes you wonder, why am I having these negative thoughts? Why am I judging people? Why am I being such a bitch? It is in order to call your attention to it so that you can go in and fix these inaccuracies, fix these misalignments, fix these misconceptions that we have had. That's what we do with the shadow work and inner child healing that I always talk about on this channel, that I have available on my playlist in my program. Okay. Prioritize is about prioritizing yourself. Your highest priority should always be yourself. I know we've got kids. I know we've got twin flames. I know we've got houses and jobs. But if you're not filling yourself up before you go out and try to deal with all of that stuff, then it's going to wear you down. It's going to wear you down. And you've got to have those clear boundaries. You cannot be that doormat. You're the dream girl, not a doormat. Okay? You put yourself first because you know that you have to show up for kids, pets, families, jobs, sisters, mothers, brothers, dads, lovers, all of these things. Like, we are these multifaceted beings. We have things we need to do and we have to take care of. So many distractions are always just waiting for us, you know what I mean? Trying to take us off course. But right now is not the time for that. Right now is the time for us. This healing, this prioritized card is also purple, definitely signifying, carrying and following that burning flame for yourself to do this deeper, get into this deeper way of living, this deeper, higher way of life, deeper and higher, deeper and higher. Staying organized and motivated. Our angels, our guides, our energies that surround us of love and light that we always ask to surround us, they are helping us to focus, to figure out what our highest priorities are. We go off into nature. We go sit by a babbling creek. We go lay in the grass, go into your room. I don't care, like wherever is a good, happy little space for you to kind of go away go within to yourself. Cut off outward distractions. What are you going to give? How can you give to this world? The universe really wants you to give, not just take. This is very important, and I've been kind of touching on this in some ideas. So I'm really glad it's coming out. This is a new beginning in a full moon, which normally full moons are mainly about endings, but this is a little bit, I feel like it's more of a new beginning. And this new beginning has to do with us finally putting ourselves first, finally trying to move closer, not even trying, just actually moving closer, focusing on what we can do to give back to this world, to the people in it, what we can do to do our part to make this world a better place. Because if you're not helping make it a better place, you're making it worse, honestly. Okay? You can't just be the same, do the same, go through the motions, and then act like you're really doing anything. You know what I mean? We all have to show up right now. This world really needs us. The collective needs us. And these young ones, they need guides that know, and that aren't succumbing to all of this social conditioning and getting trapped up in these addictions and these, just erroneous, like shallow ways of living. You know what? This is deep, deep emotional healing. Okay. And we're able to show that and kind of take it from the inside and push it out to the outside where everybody can see when we get so deep into it, so understanding of it, so wrapped up in it emotionally that it becomes part of our actions on a daily basis over time. And when you're doing deep emotional healing over time, people will notice, and you are shining your light. Okay, so not only have you prioritized yourself, you're getting all your own shit together, but now you're spreading your wings and flying, and everybody's like, wow, can I do that? How can I do that? Show me the way. Let's all get enlightened and have world peace. Okay, this is the basic boiled down gist of how I see this. Okay, you're working on things that are fruitful, but we are also, I was saying, this new moon is for beginnings. It is also for the cutting off of something, and I feel like a lot of that might have to do with some of the these thoughts and belief systems. Why do we believe that? Well, so-and-so said that. Now we're revisiting that because we're not just going to go through life with our thumbs up our butts. Did I just say that? I can't believe I just said that. But you know what I mean? Yeah, this Empress energy here in the middle, this is surrounding us. This is all about what we're creating, what level you're going to be on. You can't expect to have this deepest relationship, twin flame relationship, and be like so wrapped up in it and so and have it evolve you so much. Twin flames are a spiritual thing. So once you get to the certain point where you're understanding it, you're making it work, you can't just stop there. You have to share. You have to go and, whether it's write the book, make the video, talk to people, have discussions, public speaking, I don't care. Go and shine this light, because again, this is all things that the world needs. The world needs, other people need to know how to cut off these bad habits and change their lives, just like you are and we have been doing here on this channel, okay? It's a very, I think, even despite this moon's energy, which is very fiery and it is very passionate, but there's this thing of like, we're coming into something bigger and we're coming into something deeper, and we do have to let go of certain things. And we might be very happy once we do. We might save a lot of money. I feel like, what is this? Yeah, something might have a grip on you and you kind of aren't even paying attention, noticing it. Something might be hurting you. So this is about the journey of self-discovery, keeping your eyes open. When you prioritize yourself, you have time and energy to, spot what is not working for you anymore. And that's when you move forward. Okay. So divine feminine, we want to come into union, but we also can't have that be our full obsession. We have to work on ourselves. We have to work on our mission. And then it's almost like when you do those two things, when you're on me, and mine, then you're able to start kind of receiving. You can't just expect to get whatever you want and not give anything back. That is the energy here. Huge beginnings, okay? Absolutely huge. It's bigger than everything. This might be just one of the biggest times in our lives right now. There's a lot going on. Next year is going to be very, very unique. It's going to be very different. There's a lot of rare events astrologically, and it's leading us all together to a higher place. And you're going to see this world, really change, which we all need, so it's great. Like, we need it and we all have a passion for it, but it's just kind of figuring out how we're going to not only achieve it and do it and work on it, start to work on it, follow through and do it like every day. You know what I mean? We have to examine what we're actually doing. We have to examine what is working. This is like the energy of coming home every day. At the end of the day, before you go to bed, set your intentions, all of this stuff. But before you even do that, you want to look at what's working for you. Or you can do it at the end of the week. Definitely the end of the month, like we all do at the end of the year. But it's like, have some milestones and realize and look how far you've come. Look at what you've done so far and give yourself props. Allow yourself to feel that. And that'll guide your passion even further. Okay, you have a very stable, I feel like you have a very stable idea or goal or a way of life, maybe even is just very stable for you, and you are reaping the benefits. Maybe it does take a lot of time out of your day, but you also want to keep on going deeper and making sure that how can you, take this energy and these things you're already doing, these good habits you already have, and make them, I guess, deeper, take them to another level, again, where it's more spiritual, where everything fits together more and everything is even more life-changing. It's like, I'm just feeling like a dusting. We just need to clear off the dust a little bit and we'll see something in a brand new way that, again, we might have been dealing with this. We might have been, already progressing in this certain area and this hobby or this interest, and now we're going to take it to a whole new level because we're going to add this spiritual side. Okay, something like that. Maybe you've always been a great painter. You've been starting to get more successful with this, and now you're going to paint these great spiritual, things, or help people, just different things. Like, it could be anything, whatever your passion, your hobby is. We're really coming into this new era where we know that everything is very, very valuable. Everybody's very necessary. Everybody has their own part to play, and our differences are very much for reasons. You know what I mean? We can't all do the same thing. We don't want to do the same thing. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay? We don't want to do the same things that we've been doing either, you know, in the past, especially in regards to, you know, our twin flame. Really getting like the relationship is definitely changing, and you are focusing more on yourself, which is very, very important. And I feel like exactly where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. If you're not doing that, then this is like, yes, you need to be focused on this right now. But I feel like most of you who are watching this video are going to already, obviously, that's why you're here. You're on the journey. You're doing the healing. You're showing up for the healing every day. You're creating this new beginning. You're so excited to get somewhere, you know, to do this shadow work, to jump into the shadow work. It's exciting. You're like, yes, because it's, you know, why it's so exciting is because once you start doing it, you start to really get results. And whether it's a little result right away or a big result or whatever, you start to see it. It's like immediate, and it feels fucking amazing to be like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm changing. Let's go. You know what I mean? And this has to do with your twin flame, and it has to do with your shadow side. Our twin flames are very much related to the shadow side, because shadow side is all about relationships. It's about your relationship with yourself, but it's also about others. And of course, for most of us, our twin flame is our absolute, you know, top relationship, you would say, you know, that takes up the most energy and time and, you know, everything, and teaches you the most as well. You know, if not the most, very much top one of the most, you know, significant relationships, obviously, in your life. And this whole movement, this whole change is going to feel so good, and it's going to affect both of you in a very mysterious and unique way. When you do the work, when you do the shadow work, you go over to my playlist, click on the program, and you can watch the law of attraction videos first if you want, or you can skip ahead and just go into the shadow work if you already feel like you've got a really good grasp on like the holistic law of attraction and using the law of attraction in a way that is not just this mental idea way, visualizations. It's way deeper than that. So that's where you can find that information. But the shadow work is definitely, it's like calling out your name here. It's calling us out as feminines right now. This is a really good time to give to ourselves, and this is the best way that you can give to yourself. Self-love, everybody's talking about self-love. They have been for a while now. It's like, oh yeah, we all know to prioritize ourselves. We all know to fill up our love cups, right? We have to. Everybody knows this cliche where you have to fill up your love cup in order to, you know, be able to fill up others. We relate it to the oxygen mask for the kids. You've got to give yourself the oxygen so you can keep it on the kid if the plane's going down, yada, 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 right? We all know this stuff. However, the problem where we go wrong is we try to do, when we prioritize ourselves, we're like, oh, I'm going to go get a haircut. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to go get some bath bombs and get into the bath and soak my cares away. And so it can actually be a distraction to things that you really need to work on. We don't always need to be tip-top, ship-shape, showing off for everybody else. That's not what we're here for. Our lives are deeper than this, okay? We are trying to go within to do this work in order to actually change our lives, actually change ourselves, the frequency that we operate on, and obviously what we end up attracting into our lives. If you're gonna do anything for yourself this weekend, you know, or whenever, do the shadow work, is what I'm seeing for you and for your relationship, because, you know, we have this quick movement, and again, you have the black and white, so obviously the shadow, but it also is the twin flame, and this is the dark and the light, the masculine and the feminine, and it's all interconnected, and it's all gonna, you know, things may be hazy now, but as soon as you get in there and look at them, that's when things start taking off, and that's when, you know, the smoke will clear down, or as well too, the dust will die down. You know, we've had times, we've had issues. I feel like, you know, what we've been in recently is kind of like, again, this dust settling, you know, from maybe, you know, some moments that weren't so great. And we're bound to repeat them and keep repeating them if we don't do this shadow work. Because if we don't deal with these negative thoughts that are creating beliefs and expectations with, you know, as with their interactions, with the thoughts, interactions, with the feelings, that's how we create our beliefs and expectations. And we will, you know, you can believe and expect that everything's going to go great for you, that you and your twin flame are going to come into union, that you're going to be, you know, getting everything your heart's desires after you go within, which is what we have here, you know. And this is really showing that, yeah, you guys have a past together, and there are definitely spilled cups, okay? And you could potentially slip back into this really, you know, could be dangerous, but I think more just like really sad, and really like helpless, like that desperate housewife, that hopeless romantic energy where you're just always having the same result. These cycles, that we always would call toxic cycles going around, where you just can't work it out. Something happens, it's stupid and it just happens anyways. It's all of that. And we can focus on that past, or we can rise above it. And this is how we do it. Again, going and doing your nails and getting your nails done. Well, that's what you've always done. That's not going to help you rise out of this cycle. The shadow work is what's going to help you rise out of the cycle. So if you have to, stop this video and go over and check that out. Again, it's just here on my playlist here on klaireeberry channel. Okay, so definitely check that out. Get familiar with it and do it frequently. Okay, this is how you really can be fair to yourself and fair to others as well. Again, this is once you do this, you're going to change your life so much, especially when you do it on a regular basis. You're going to help your kids. You're going to help your significant other. You're going to help yourself. And that's how you make things fair. When we're in the energy of, we're not filling up our own love cup, and we're trying to, take from others. You know what I mean? When we're in that energy, we're just waiting, we're just waiting and waiting for this other person to fill us up. And they can never do that. We have to do it ourselves. And so we're always empty. And then it's like, why am I not receiving love? Why am I not getting love? Why am I not taking home this love from this person right now, from my person? And it's even more confusing because they love you deep down. They've been around, they're your twin flame. So it's like, why can't we work this out? It's because you didn't fill your stuff up. So instead of coming overflowing and making other people happy and making yourself happy, everything positive you would ever want, you know what I mean? What your guides really want you to do, instead of doing that, you're showing up empty, and then they're empty because you guys always match the same frequency, and then they can't give to you and you can't give to them, and everybody's like resentful and annoyed. And no, we're not going to live like that anymore. Everything we do for a reason. Okay, we know we have to show up and do this shadow work, even though it may not be the most fun thing to do at any given time. It's not the most exciting videos to watch or process to even go through. And sometimes it can even be painful, but it's going to help you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And this is going to, again, help make you stronger right now, especially in this month, to really be empowered. I feel like a lot of us feminines are doing that. We are getting so deep and learning these lessons. And we're able to take out these knives out of our own backs. We can't, that's why nobody's around here. Nobody is around. Okay? Nobody's out in this weather. Nobody's going to help except for you and your shadow work. You have to do it yourself. You have to rise up, reach back, and it's might be uncomfortable again to go through. Okay? It might bring up old wounds. But it doesn't matter because the results that you're going to get. Okay, this is action happening. This is behind the scenes action. You may not notice right away, but when you start going within, when you start focusing not on these cups, okay, these broken cups, not on this old, drama and habits and loss and all of this stuff, but you're focusing on the two of you and your partner, and this magic that is happening when you choose to focus on yourself. She's not focused on even the relationship, okay? She's letting the little angels here, these little guides, she's allowing them to help their relationship. What she's doing is focusing on her feelings and her thoughts and her emotions, and she's planning the course of her actions as well over time. And it's this holistic way of approaching the law of attraction that is going to, and the fact that she's going within and doing the work, because you have the moon there, so she's definitely going within. She's not distracted by anything outer. In fact, her eyes are closed. She may still be sad. She may still be dealing and processing with some of these cycles, with this tower moment that may have happened a while back. Okay, yeah. Change is happening, and you're both off kind of by yourself. You're both thinking about each other. You're both really feeling each other. And again, when you do this work, it's really helping them. It's inspiring them, and this may be a time where you're going to want to do that work and stay a little bit, apart, like have that period of separation, because if you don't, then you're not going to be doing the work. The work takes walking away for a minute or a little while. You know what I mean? By the way, this is our underlying energy on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so this is the only way to be fair to yourself, is to fill your own love cup first. Otherwise, you're shortchanging yourself. Okay, and so again, this is all going to help you in like every aspect and every area of your life. Okay, so again, this is a huge change. We're coming into 2020, huge new way of life. It's going to be internal and external. A lot of changes. I think next year, and really, October is the month where we're at the 10. We're at getting towards the end of our journey throughout this year, and things are really changing. And what we're doing now is going to really affect us, not only in November, but also up, to start out the new year in January. So you do want to be really choosy, about what you're doing with your time. And again, don't waste time on things that aren't going to get you results. Don't waste time on things that aren't going to help you get better and basically heal your relationship, because let's face it, that's what we all really want. As a twin flame, we have such a strong pull to that. And it's for a reason. It's to get us to go within to do this work. It's to, show others that this is that we can go deeper and higher, that we can change our belief systems, that we can change who we are, and that we can, I'm getting this energy of, the jailmate that goes off and, in jail, he learns about spirituality and he becomes like this preacher that just like shares and really truly helps like a lot of people, not just some stuffy guy that, is so out of touch with people. You know what I mean? This is about what really works for us. This is about cutting what doesn't work in all shapes and forms, at least stepping away, because that's the thing. Sometimes we just try with a twin flame. Oh, well, I'm just going to give him an ultimatum. I'm just going to say this, and this time I'm done. I'm really done this time, and it's like, no, you're not. How many times have you said that? This is obviously deeper than you, so you have to go deeper to figure it out. Okay. And again, the shadow work is it always comes up with a lot of these cards, but it is just very, very important for getting what you want to be able to come into this energy where things are falling into place. Things are working smoothly like a well-oiled machine. Okay. This one was already up. The answers that we're looking for are sometimes right under our nose. Sometimes they're very simple. Sometimes they're these cliches. You get the King of Swords and then the King of Cups. So that's just showing us you start out in the law of attraction energy working on your thoughts. Okay? And the shadow work is going to help you with your thoughts. And then you're going to go into your emotions, and your emotions are going to it's like you're going to allow yourself time to do this work, and your emotions are really going to level out. Okay? There's something that's changing here. And you're coming into your own like emotional power as well. I feel like, you might feel like you're right smack dab in the middle of this long ass journey. Are we ever going to get there? Are we ever going to, get to the land that we want? We're so ready to just be where we want to be. And it might take a while. This stuff does not happen overnight, because we're fighting years of programming here. We are fighting years of programming, but, don't worry about it, and don't have fear, and don't try to rush it, because everything happens in its own divine timing. When it's time to, start really, really physically like birth this new beginning, it'll happen. And until then, we'll just be in our cocoons, before we can change into a butterfly. You know what I mean? We have to know, just have faith that it's all happening. Every day on the journey is teaching you something new. It's getting you a rich history. And every struggle, is actually helping you to learn and to grow and to be able to teach as well. Okay, so this is a very, very good balance here too of this mind, body, and action. You're coming into it, and that's why you're getting results. You really are. We just got the Empress, which is kind of what I was just describing right there. And then this is what happens, It's like a lot of growth, is going to happen. This is really telling me it's like the female is pregnant, and she's just starting her family, and this Queen of Pentacles, wow. It's like she's got family all over the country. She's got grandkids. She's got all of this energy, these people up in these trees. You probably can't see it very well, but they're like hiding up there, that's her family. That's her loves. And she's really created this great life where she's supported, and she's got this great identity, and she's never lonely. She's got birthdays to go to. She's got family to keep her, busy, but not too busy, because she does what she wants, you know what I mean? But she's just blessed. Like every single place, she's blessed. It's almost like this matriarch, type of energy. It's this wisdom. It's this waking up every day like you're really settled in life. You're having purpose. You're doing things that are actually beneficial, and you have been for a long time. So damn, these results, you've got wealth, and I mean true health, which is like this energy that is in alignment. So your thoughts, you've got wealth of thoughts. You've got healthy, to me, health and wealth are like so tied up together, but it's like you're in alignment with your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, your everyday life over time. You've really had time to kind of make these great changes over time, or you're coming into this energy too. This is not about this is about kind of what we're focusing on, what these themes are that are popping up, but this is kind of what you're also going for, in a certain way, is to feel this comfort, maybe not to be a grandma or whatever, but just like feel supported in all these different ways, and like have these really close relationships, deep connections with people, not just this superficial bullshit, and really just, again, blessings everywhere you look. You've had time, to accumulate these blessings, and you share, because you've seen you've seen the ups and downs of life. So it's like, when somebody needs help, you're willing to give and take. And you take care of your people, and you're a leader, and you're really influencing people. Your passion is really also influencing people as well, and kind of waking people up to maybe, again, think about what their passions could possibly be. So much of this energy. I keep getting justice and like temperance and judgment. It's still Libra season, you know what I mean, to me. So it's going to be a big celebration, because we're going to get to this point. We're going to really walk away from doing those things that we do to ourselves. Okay? We're going to take those thoughts and we're going to alter them. We're going to change them and to where it's not creating problems. And the way that we're going to do that is by the shadow work. And when we keep on doing shadow work, again, over time, keep building, and building and building, we will have so much power. I feel like our guides will help us so much. Anybody will know that, like things that we do for the highest good. So you get even more blessings and really help to, create the better place in this world, like even on just a bigger level, than you may have even ever thought. Just help with this blossoming and this like wakening up, of our culture and our collective. Okay. It's really having this new beginning. Is with our relationships. It's with our twin flames. It's with our feeling. It's with our filling our own love cups up. Again, doing this simple thing and learning this simple, a few videos worth of information can change your life that much. And literally, it will affect everything. You will feel the effects on, in your pentacles side. You'll feel it in your body. You'll feel it in your emotions. You'll feel it in your mind. It'll be like this cloud is lifted, like the fog is kind of just gone. Like you can step out into the light. The new day is dawning. Okay? You're taking all of this negative and really changing, this past that you had. And for people to see that, it is very inspiring. You got the Empress twice here. We got the Empress in the middle of the reading, but we also got it in the middle of our overlying energy here. So this Empress, she's, she's got people, it's like she's got people working with her and for her, because why are they working for her? Not because she like forces them to. It's almost like as if she's kind of like, oh my gosh, are you guys really fanning me right now? Like, guys, you really don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to think here. I'm just trying to think. And they know that her thinking and that her work that she's doing is so important that they want to support her, because they know that what she gives off right now is going to affect the whole community, the whole collective. Okay? So we're definitely not, this is not needy, codependent energy. This is focused on your damn self. Do that walk. Go through this journey that you have to get through. You may not be feeling you may be feeling like okay, but just not like super positive. You may have come a long way in your relationship already, but it's still like, oh, I want more. I want this full, complete transformation. You feel like you're so close. You feel like, well, hell, there's definitely enough passion there. You just really want to go ahead and it's like, even though you've had all this excitement and all these new beginnings like start to arise, you just want more. You want to get to that next phase, and don't try to rush it. Just try to enjoy, yourself and your life as it is. And just know that there's always something that you can do, and usually it's doing the shadow work and working on this change of yourself that's going to make anything come to you even faster. Okay, we're still in cages upon cages. Even when we do this work, we've already addressed, we've already decided, we've started to do it, you're getting results, but you still have to do it. You have to do it over and over again to keep this transformation going, because you're not made to just transform a little bit. We're changing the world takes a real full, passionate, like, this is your life now transformation. And that's what I'm trying to help people get into this, to realize that you can really help people and you can make it part of your mission is healing, helping other people to heal, giving back. You prioritizing not only yourself, but you're now prioritizing the good of the people in this world, of the world. And, what better intention to have, with this new beginning and with this new world that we're trying to create. There's no better intention. So your guides are going to, flock around you and protect you in order to protect, this new beginning that you're helping. It's like it's just honestly what it is just becoming into alignment, prioritizing your connection and listening to it. Okay, because when you really cut away, we get the death card here, but he's like dancing because he's like, haha, Again, it's like, how much time are you willing to spend on doing the wrong thing? Especially when it's not getting you anywhere, you can't see it very well, but he's looking over his back, he thinks he's good, but then that, keeps getting him every time, The Grim Reaper keeps getting him every time. We can't outsmart it, we have to let stuff go. We have to change these modes of thought and emotions that are not helping us. Again, shadow work on the program, okay? Inner child healing program and shadow work. It's the switch work, I call it, and it is on my playlist. So take that time, do that work, focus on it. Put yourself first enough to do that work and focus on it, and you will be having new beginnings, new emotions, new things to celebrate all the time. Like, if you want to radically reinvent your relationship with your person, you have to radically reinvent your relationship with yourself first. That's what this is all about. This is your new beginning. This is where we're going with life. This is coming into our power, realizing we are little mini demigods and goddesses. We are able to manifest the most amazing things. We are able to manifest our partners, but we can't put the priority on them. We can't say, oh, they're my partner. It's all in them. They have the power. They're, I need them to, do this to me. If you're just, you think you're being healed by being with your partner just because it's fun and it feels good. But no, that's not even, you're not healing anything. You might be getting into a little bit of balance, that you've got in, but they don't heal you. We only really heal ourselves. Your body heals its own self. Your mind heals its own self. Your body heals its own self. Otherwise, you're just changing moods. You know what I mean? Which, yes, laughter can be healing, but we can't think of it that way, to give that power to somebody else. Again, this is about give and take. Give that power to somebody else. That means you're expecting something from them. We don't want to walk around expecting extra things from other people. We're giving love. We're showing them. We're setting the tone. And when we go deep, that sets the tone for them to go deep. Okay? With my partner, he's known, this whole summer, like what I've been doing, this and that, tarot, like on some level. I don't tell him everything. We don't get into big, long discussions about it, but I'm like telling him, I've been giving this anecdote and like working on this inner child healing and that, and this and that. And we talk about it just in passing like that. But even on the most superficial level, it makes him think, like, wow, she's changing. She's leveling up right now. She's like dealing with her shit, oh, I better do that too, you don't want that relationship where one of you takes off and the other's like still stuck behind. So But that's not what happens. Like I said, when they see that, that's their mentality, and they keep up with you. Or, and actually I should say not or, underlying, they just feel the energy. Your energy, will just affect them regardless. Okay. So this is all about balance. Again, we got she's got the cups again. Okay, yeah, she's pouring them out because, again, it's endless. She knows that it's her imagination. It's her doing the law of attraction. It's her thoughts and her minds and her actions over time that are creating this unlimited flow. She can give to everybody because she gives to herself first. She allows herself to go with the flow and be in her intuition and stay connected. And she does, she's gone so far too into the shadow work where you get to a point and you do a lot of shadow work and then you're like, well, we got to go deeper even and go to the inner child healing work and, heal these thoughts that, have come from the past, whether it's as a baby, as a child, as a young adult, whatever. Last week, we got to heal, the past as well as what's happening, at that time. Okay, so I think this is pretty clear. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know. Comment down below. Definitely stay sub, hit the bell so you can stay notified. And you can find me all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. And all of my current pricing on my reads, personal readings, on my infinite coaching group, unlimited lifetime coaching group, have that available as well. All of that pricing is available in the description box below, but the updated prices at any given time are always the first post at klaireeberry.com. So again, thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful full moon in Aries, and in the Libra sun still. Again, we are rising up here. We are in control. It is up to us. We cannot rely on other people to do this work for us. It will change your life, so don't neglect it and don't put it off. I love you guys so much. I hope you're doing well. Take care. See you soon.